All right, right here. We'll start here.
Coach, I know that you knew you had to suspend Sammy, but was there ever in your mind a question about how your guys would respond? Because I'm sure they wanted to play in a game like this.
Well, I mean, it really was irrelevant how they would respond. It was a decision, so they had to respond the right way, and they did. I mean, it wasn't something they had a choice in. So, I've said many times that we had to fill that void, collectively as a group, and I thought that our guys did that. I mean, again, our offensive line helped fill that void. Our quarterback played great. Our running backs played great. Our other receivers made some big plays, and we had some drops and some disappointing in a few of those, but guys stepped up and filled the void for Sammy. Obviously when he's on the field, he impacts the game in a lot of ways, even when he don't have the ball. But I'm proud of those guys for picking up the slack.
Okay, we'll go right here.
The game being as close as it was in the first 30 minutes of the game, what did you just talk about halftime?
Well, kind of what I just said there. I went over kind of a recap, and I said basically, hey, we just lost the first half to Clemson, but the good news is we have the lead against Auburn. If we can clean up some of these things that we're having issues with, I mean, we jump off sides on 4th and 1, going for it on the goal line. 12 men on the field takes us out of field goal range. Critical 2 major drops that we have to settle for field goals. 2 minute, right at the end of the half, we huge play to Newt that may score, and we're not set. Jumped off sides. I mean, just some critical mistakes. And so with all of that, we still had the lead. So the message was, hey, let's win the second half, and you're going to win the game. Don't beat yourself. You're in a good position right here. Just keep battling, and handle adversity, and we'll win it in the end. And they did.
Right here.
Are you proud to get this one for the ACC?
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud to get it for Clemson, most of all, but yeah, I mean, it's great for our conference, but it don't really mean anything in September. I mean, I've said that before the game. I mean, NC State lost last night, but what does that mean? Heck, they may win the rest of them. Who cares? It's really going to be determined at the end of the year. Well, great. We carried the banner tonight. We had a huge win, but we got a whole season to play. So it's really nothing more than that. But absolutely, I mean, it's great to win on this stage and create some positive energy in our conference, hopefully, and some positive energy certainly, for our season and our football team.
Right here. Anticipated 528 yards of total offense. That seems like an extraordinary number this early in the year.
Well, I think we got a very talented group of players in the offensive line. The only thing I was not sure of was how some of the guys were going to step up and perform on game day. Because all I had to go on was practice. Now, they practiced well. David Beasley won the job at left guard. Gift Timothy won the job. Shatley never played offensive line in a game until tonight. And so, I mean, going to play Auburn. It's not like you're playing whoever. I mean, this is a very talented football team, 24 months removed from being the national champion. With a lot of pride, a lot of tradition, a lot of toughness, a lot of heart from a great conference. And so how would those guys respond? But as far as my expectation is to be the best offense in the league. I think we got great players. But would we go and perform at the level and to the standard that we've set? And we didn't do that all. If we again 528 yards, and that's great. But man, what did we leave out there? Think about all we left. Things that we control. That if we can eliminate, then we can be a really, really good offense.
Coach, you got to be proud of. I mean, Andre hasn't been 100% healthy in like 2 years, and the guy comes out tonight and has just a monster game. I mean, you got to be pretty happy for him over that.
Well, they all have a word. One of the things we talked about this year is, I wanted them to have a word. Whatever it is, I wanted each one of them to just have a word for themselves. Something that they could focus on throughout the year. Whatever it may be. And you know what his word is? Relentless. That's his word. That's what he chose. And if you want to know the definition of relentless, just watch the game tape from tonight on 23. He was relentless. He was relentless. I mean, it was just an awesome thing to see, and it is. It's very gratifying to see him get off to that kind of start and gain that kind of confidence early in the year.
Right here.
You've got a young team, but you got great leadership tonight. Can you talk about some of the guys that have stepped up and are doing a good job of being your leaders this year?
Yeah, we do. We have 11 seniors and 11 juniors, and those guys have provided great leadership. But you know, we have, I think, developed some really strong leaders in that sophomore group as well. You know, Grady Jarrett, Deshaun Williams, Stephon Anthony, just to name a few. You know, Sammy is a great leader for us, even though he wasn't here tonight. But you know, our seniors, I'm so proud of those guys. You know, I told them last night they got 90 days, they got 3 months. You know, and their dash is written. You know, when they got here and when they left, and that legacy is going to be there. And to see them get off to the kind of start that they did tonight is very gratifying, because they have given tremendous leadership. Our attitude, our work ethic has just been awesome. And if we'd lost the game, that wouldn't have changed. I mean, these guys have just been solid, solid as people, and they're about the right things. So I'm awful proud of those guys, and you know, really glad that we got at least 3 more months to spend with those 11 special seniors.
Okay, back in the back.
Coach, can you talk about your experience opening the season here in the kickoff game with the bowl-like atmosphere, and what excited you about playing in a game like this?
Well, it was awesome. Yeah, unfortunately, I was in it one other time as an assistant. It wasn't near as good an experience as tonight, playing Alabama. But it's a great opportunity